as our hero-to-be, Elias Stone, has learned a little bit more of what's going on. It's frightening how many times these kind of stories keep popping up. Somebody has gone out looking. Somebody is needing to be found. And somebody doesn't want to play the game, but gets pulled into it anyway. As Elias gets the full reeling story that he is expected to go out and hunt a rogue glitter boy from the coalition, who he does not particularly want any favors from in the first place. He starts looking for the welfare of Alexandria first, concerned about where this may lead. He goes and talks to the city guard, who I don't have the NPC names up. What a rookie mistake. Well, he goes to talk to the city militia, not the city guard, to try to determine how to get some help. Because his concern now is that the coalition, of course, is trying to take control of Alexandria. He's not sure if they're using this as a cover or not, but he suspects at least a faction within the city is working with them. But this story of having to find one of the rogue glitter boys is concerning enough, and so Elias, agreeing to help with them for just a moment, goes and talks to Captain Bella. Wow. Should have had those notes up the first time. And from Captain Bella, he starts explaining the story a little bit better. He tells her that he has concerns, that the coalition's planning on taking Alexandria, that they've already effectively claimed it as a pass-through to the Mississippi River and their own bases further out east. And so Bella takes this warning seriously, but now without taking some basic precautions. She reaches out to the rest of the council. The mayor, as he is known particularly as, Gator. I should have that in a slightly different place. Mayor Jericho Gator LeBlanc comes through on the radio, and Bella relays a message that, he can meet with the mayor, but the mayor is already expecting something from him. So we're going to return to our story, but I'm going to be making a change here, hopefully something that can help move the story forward a little bit faster. If not, maybe not faster, but at least the amount of rolling I have to do for the randomness. I was put on after my last complaint of the Mythic Game Master emulators. Amazing and flexible as a system as it is, somebody put me on to the one-page generator. It's the one-page solo engine, available for free. I found it on itch.io. It's a minimal style toolkit, but it comes with a lot of flexibility. Instead of using chaos factors and the like to move things forward a little bit faster, you set the scene, you roll a d6, you ask an oracle, just like I was with the d10s, except for these are a d6, and they move a lot faster. And then to determine what happens next, the details of the situation, the action, the actor, whoever's going to be involved. It's a deck of playing cards. And Savage Worlds, as you've probably heard on this podcast, uses dice and playing cards. So this just seems like a pretty natural match. Plus, Savage Worlds advertises itself as fast, furious, and fun. And rolling on 15 different tables to set a scene seemed antithetical to that. Again, not knocking the GME at all. I think Mythic has put out an amazing product. I just think for a faster storyline, there's going to be some lighter weight gaming engines. So I am going to start by, let's see. I'm looking at the page right now. We are going to set the scene. We're going to roll to determine, is there a scene complication? We have a 2. An obstacle blocks our path. Let's ask the oracle, is this obstacle related to the faction warfare? Let's see, a 3, which means no. Now, here's the fun thing about the Oracle. You roll 2d6s. One of them, on a 3 or higher, it becomes a yes or no, but the other d6, on a 1, it becomes yes or no, but. And then on a 6, it is yes or no, and. And I kind of like that, one, because it kind of leans into a little bit more of the improv situation here. And it kind of forces me to be a little bit more flexible with how some of these things get answered. Just having like a no and it cuts off the story sometimes is a little frustrating. So this obstacle is not directly related to the ongoing faction warfare. So then what could it possibly be? So I'm going to draw a detail focus card. So I drew the Jack of Spades. The spade suit is mystical, and the jack means unexpected. So, we'll ask a oracle question. Is there a... Oh, here's one. Is there a ley line occurrence nearby? So, 5, which means yes. And the other one is a 5 as well. So, it is just a 5. There's a ley line occurrence that it's occurring. As there's not a ton of... as these ley lines intersect, they tend to coalesce into almost a singularity called a nexus point. And at these nexus points, it is the highest probability of a rift beginning to open. And now, given the fact that this is called rifts, you can imagine that that's not necessarily a great thing, but it rips the skin into the fabric of reality, allowing the rest of the multiverse to pour through. However, ley lines themselves are natural on the planet. And as natural as they are, they've been dormant for the majority of humans' history. Let's roll. I'm going to give him an occult roll, which is a d4 for him, -2, and just wild die. That's a 2 and a 5. Go ahead and throw the Benny in. Let's re-roll that. Still a -2 because he is untrained. 2 and a 2. Nope, not enough. And I'm not going to keep spending bennies on that because he's probably going to need them. But the storm begins to whip through quickly, and he's just kind of caught a little bit by surprise. But the person who's probably going to be the most affected by it, the storm begins to come through, but let's roll. Cobb needs to make a spirit roll at -2. He's got a d8. Is that right? No, he's got a d6. Sorry, Cobb. 4 -2. He is effectively, he is stuck with ear-splitting shrieks, and all that just keeps happening is him just yipping and barking. And Elias looks over to him and he's like, Cobb, we got to get the fuck out of here, man. You're not doing too well. And as he does, of course, I left the books all the way over there. One moment. Let's find out the ley line effect that's about to occur. Ley line storm, page 85 of the Game Master's book. All right. First off, it's a D8. 7. Massive ley line lightning bolt. All right. Whew. A huge bolt of energy strikes the entire area, inflicting 3d6 mega damage. That's not good. Anyone who uses PPE or carries magic gear suffers an extra die, and it's automatically drained. This bolt comes down. Oh, that's a lot of 5s, but fortunately no 6s, causing 15 points of damage. It strikes almost right into the middle of town. Cobb is shaken automatically. Oh, but Elias is about to take a wound, so I'm going to try to soak that. I'm going to spend his other Benny, and we're going to give him a vigor roll, which is for him a d6, and his wild die. Oh, nice. The 6 blows up. 9, so it's with a raise. That was a good spend of the Benny. This blue arcane light just suddenly fills the entire place. There is a crack of ominous thunder, and suddenly everybody is thrown backwards. As Elias begins to blink, his eyes are just kind of catching the after effects. He looks around, and the coalition troops are pointing up. Some of them seem to be yelling or shaking their fists, but everything is just right now dull. And he realizes, of course, his hearing is right now gone. It takes a while for the ringing to subside. His eyes take way too long to adjust. And he just shakes his head, wiping a bit of blood from underneath his nose. But he looks over to his good companion over here, and poor Cobb is just cowering, shaken, his head clutched between his hands, and just whimpering and barking, though while he can't hear it, Elias knows he can see it. Let's roll another oracle question. Let's see. Yeah, Elias, that is a yes. He is going to attempt to get up and get Cobb out of here. We'll give him a strength roll. Of course, he gets at a -1, given the fact that he has the elderly hindrance. But the 6 blows up. It's 8 minus 1, so it's a 7. It's not with a raise, but he quickly starts moving forward. And he's just yelling something, and he can't even hear his own voice. Eventually, they come in out of the just echoing purple, deep light that is glowing from overhead. This light blue energy just kind of keeps coursing through, and it changes just the color of the sky. As Elias eventually starts slowly regaining his hearing, the tinnitus itself just a continuous through his hearing. He eventually shakes, and he can hear the whimpering now, just as a low, dull thump almost. And he starts to hear his own voice, and it sounds distorted, and he's not quite sure why. Till he realizes, of course, he can't even hear it. It's really just the bass rumble coming from the back of his throat. And he goes and he picks him up, and he goes, "All right. I don't know what the fuck just happened, man. We got struck by lightning, and it's really fucked you up. Cobb, can I just leave you here? Are you going to be okay?" And poor Cobb, of course, is still just whimpering. He goes, "All right, maybe we can get you over to the mayor. The mayor might be able to help. I don't know what's going on. Come on, let's go back out in there and see if we can make it." I'm going to give him a survival roll, a -2, given the fact that he's not shaking himself, but I think trying to haul Cobb around is going to be a bit much. 5 and a 3 minus 2, it's a 3. He's, oh man. Sorry, Elias. There we go. The 6 blows up. Okay, with the raise. So Elias makes his way across town. The horrible thunderstorm continues. Eventually, there is a thick patter as the storm begins to subside. A regular thunderstorm rolls through. The heavy rain just begins to pour, and Elias and Cobb are soaked. As he looks around, though, there are more people clutching their heads. And passing through, he doesn't actually go through the voodoo quarter, but enough of those folks, the healers who are out here, any of the magic users, they look like they just burned their hands on a hot stove. A lot of them look like they're trying to blink away some kind of pain. And a couple of the more sensitives, including the Psy Stalkers, look like they are just howling in pain, trying to get away. Elias just, holy shit, I'm really glad I'm not one of you guys right now. That's too much. Where did that come from? The fuck did that even happen? So Elias, though, makes his way over. They see the large mayor's palace house. There's usually a term for it, and I'm just blanking on it right now. But the mayor's house, this large 2-story, though draped in the same Spanish ivy that everything else is. But it looks like it's been relatively well maintained. There's new glass panes in all the windows. The door looks repaired. The continuous decay that occurs out here hasn't really touched this building so much. And Elias comes up to the door and just, hey, Gator, Mayor Gator, we need some help. And the door begins to open. Let's see. I'm going to do a GM move here. So, 6 and a random event to the scene. So we need to deal out an action focus and a topic focus. The action focus is the 8 of clubs, which is physical, reveal physical, and topic focus is the 3 of clubs, which is physical allies. Reveal allies. Okay. I think as Elias pounds on the door, it swings open quickly. And just behind the door, Elias looks in. He's like, hey, is the mayor... Oh, fuck. And standing there in the entryway with her helmet clutched under her arm, there is a coalition officer that Elias remembers way too well. She kind of looks up, and Lieutenant Anne, that's right. She goes, funny running into you here. You may inform the mayor, of course, that we don't intend to be leaving, but we're here to offer all due support to the good people of Alexandria. And as this city begins to flourish, we too wish to make sure that we are strong together. And Mayor Gator stands there and he's like, no, yeah. No, boy, I hear you. But coalition, we can be allies, but Alexandria is not hers. Yes. The coalition understands. And again, we just wish to be strong together. Well, good luck today, Mayor. Lieutenant Anne steps out. Oh, boy, you make quite a good time. Well, Mayor, you asked us to come. I had to get Cobb out of whatever that storm was. You said you needed a favor. Please don't tell me that was one of the people you're asking favors from. Oh, no. She is a bite me fly who's just attempting to get under my skin. All right, well, Mayor, what do you need me for? So let's do... I'm going to roll. This is fun. The NPC generator. We already know Mayor Gator, so let's draw for what is his identity? 9 of diamonds, which is, let's see, diamonds are technical. 9 means entertainer. Okay. His goal is the 2 of spades. So obtain, and then a spade means mystical. Interesting. And then his notable feature, 3, obvious physical trait. Okay, draw a detail focus to determine the physical trait. The Jack of Hearts. Hearts represent social. The Jack, unexpected. Did I read that right? Detail focus, yeah. The Jack, unexpected, social. Oh, I have an idea for what that means. Okay. So Elias watches him come up. Gator Jack, as he is known. Gruff looking face, heavy beard, pretty grizzled looking. Um, his torso has gone to paunch, but he's an incredibly cunning mind, which is even more shocking given how little of his physical body remains. He is an overweight, um, older gentleman, but a partially converted by Borg. Uh, both arms look like skeletal metal pieces coming out. His legs are, while stocky, just to hold the bulk up, they connect at his torso, and the pants legs look almost like they are covering that of a scarecrow. He moves with a thin whine as the gears and servos keep him going forward. But he comes in and tips his hat. He pats Elias on the shoulder with a familiar kind of like pat down. He is known, of course, for kind of being able to, pat the flesh of his constituents. He is cunning with strong survival instincts. And let's ask a nice little question here. And I say this is likely, considering I kind of like the way it's going. Did he get the nickname because he was attacked by a fucking gator? Let's see. A 5, which is yes. And, okay, because I rolled a 6 on the mod. He was attacked by a gator. And, he was a fisherman. He was attacked by a gator. Maybe it actually wasn't a gator. Maybe what it really was some creature from the rift. They didn't have a name for it, but of course, Jericho LeBlanc here just called it a gator. It removed pretty much. It just tore him apart. And what they had available, of course, was not latest technology. He's had to survive because of these injuries. And that cunning has made him all the sharper for it. I don't know. See, they be coming through and they be trying to make deals, call us friends, but we know they not friends, right? They come through and they think that we are somehow dumb, and yet they are the ones asking with their hand out. So I do not pay her that much mind. She annoys me, but let's ask the question. Does the mayor's mission have anything to do with the coalition? I'm going to actually say this is unlikely. So this is a 5+. It's a 3. He goes, but they do not bother me. I do, though, have something that I need you to do. So we're going to roll random generation here. 3 is recover something valuable from 5 enemy horde or force. And the reward is 5 advance a plot arc. Okay. Yes. I'm sure you'll be noticing the things going on out there. Okay? So we have an ask. We have a condition for you. Man, my accent's all over the place here. I'm going to keep trying, though. Forgive me, of course, for anybody whose accent is way better than mine, or if I offend you with these terrible accents. I really am just a kid from the Midwest, so bear with me. He goes, oh no, Boyo? I was about to say Boyo. He goes, oh no. Let us come in, sit down. We have much to discuss. All right, Mayor. Do you have some place for Cobb here to sit and relax? Maybe get some water or tea or something into him? And he claps his hands. Let's see. Is there a way to add some spice to it? Nah, you know what? I don't particularly care. We'll keep going with it. The servant comes out and leads him aside. And poor Cobb is just still clutching his head. as he moves off into the kitchen. And they come into a drawing room. The mayor sits down, lights up a heavy, nasty smelling cigar. Elias just kind of like, okay, well, you got me here, Mayor, and you've got a mission. You don't want to talk about it over open comms. So, what you got? He goes, well, we be understanding that there is somebody hiding out in the swamps. Yeah? Somebody you may be looking for. He goes, has that gotten around already? Oh, things don't bypass us too well. The coalition have, they have running mouths. They were all too happy to come over here and tell your personal business. Alexandria, though, she takes care of her own. And so, what exactly does Alexandria need to take care of to be able to take care of my own? Well, we may have a lead on the supplier for your friend Hillian, but we need some things brought back. Some things. Okay, do you know by whom? Well, it says enemy horde. I said it didn't have to do with the coalition, so that's probably not them. Let's ask another question. Does it have to do with one of the factions? One, no. No but. So it's not a faction. So then this is an outside force. Yes. There are those outside the Great Wall who, man, fucking accents. There are those outside who are trying to find their way into Alexandria. Oui? And now they be stealing from us. They be taking. Things are tight enough as they are. People fighting people. Fucking Sinvan. Fucking Psy Stalkers. If I could kick them all out, I would. But scavengers? No, I don't like that. So let's see. Would be probably a monster, though. There are raiders who come through. Nasty folk. We need you to go out there, find them, bring back what they stole. I don't care how you do it. We just do not wish to provoke a war against our walls. Okay, so I just want to make sure I understand here, Mayor. You need me to go out there, fight some fucking army of nasty things who have been raiding shipments, bring back whatever they stole, but make sure that it doesn't lead back to Alexandria. Yes, that sounds about right. Oh, okay. Do I get a small personal army to go along with this? No. This is why we brought you in. You need to go out there. You need to find it. Your big shiny armor, they won't know what hit them. No. They'll know what hit them. Like, ain't no hiding that, but you need this done under the cover. I ain't a hitman. No, you are a great hero. You find missing children. You bring back people who have gone missing. You ally with the coalition and work with Grok to try to find somebody who has gone missing. And yet, you do not stop to ask why. No, I need you to go out and do this thing. Can you do it? If not, then you do not get a spot in front of the council. Alexandria, she needs people who help. Maybe I go to coalition to ask. And so I'm going to give the mayor here. Let's see. Where did it go? Oracle How. Let's see. 3, about average. So I'm going to give the mayor a D8. Actually, I'm going to say he's a wild card. Yeah. Last question, is the mayor a wild card? Yes. Okay. The 8 blows up. So that's a 10 total. And now I'm going to give Elias his spirit roll to try to resist kind of like the pressure he's being put under. Nope, that's a failure. So we have a deal. You go out, we tell you where to find Alien and his supplies. All right, we've got a deal, Mayor, but I don't like the way you're going about this. But that's okay. You don't have to. Please, help yourself to a cup of coffee, cigar, and then help Alexandria help herself. It's funny how many times people are bringing something like that up, and yet I'm not getting the help that I need. Well, all right, Mayor. I'll do your dirty work. And Gator turns around, sits behind a desk with a heavy metallic creak, and goes, okay, well then, good hunting.